garments. Let's call it that way. People still call them wife beaters. Why do they call them like that? I have to do a research.
They're called white. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. My philosophy was always, my thought was always that it's called wife beater because you don't have the sleeve standing in the way. but but I
Well, maybe he's trying to win the beef again. Is he trying to restart the beef and trying to bait Kendrick in to sending another track? This was a picture that was shared through the OVO Instagram.
okay.
And you ask yourself, well, doesn't she seem familiar? Yes, it does a little bit. This is Whitney, Kendrick's partner, baby mama, which he's been talking about getting, well, according to him, the beats. But this is a picture that was shared a couple of days ago. It starts really, you don't know this, well, she looks a little bit like her, light skin, short hair. First two pictures, nothing. Third picture, she wears a wife beater. If you remember correctly, Whitney was also wearing a wife beater in the Not Like Us video. Knowing Drake as the one who throws rocks and hides his hands, is this a bait for Kendrick to drop the other 5 tracks? Is he trying to bait him because it's clear that during this first beef, and we talked about this in previous show, that Drake followed Kendrick's pace. Drake thought he was leading in this beef, the pace. He was dictating the pace, but that was the other way around.
You serious?
By delaying his response and then following up all the drops he had in a couple of days, it was clear that it was Kendrick who was dictating the pace of the beef or the back and forth. So maybe, I'm not sure, the question is has Drake cooked up a banger and now he's trying to lure Kendrick back in so he can dictate the pace?
It's possible that Drake's team cooked up the banger, but I don't think that it's necessarily a bait. It can also be just like marketing. You're using the momentum you have to market. I think that's more it. And to be honest, I don't see the resemblance as much. If I have to be honest.
They say all light skins look alike. I'm not sure.
I don't know who they is. I don't know if it's a singular day, or plural
That's
day.
a good question.
I just
I'm
can
not
tell you.
sure.
I can only tell you what I'm
I heard
seeing.
the voice. Tinnitus.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't see it, but I mean, it's smart of them to use the momentum to sell. So it's smart of them, I would
Wife
say.
beater.
Maybe he's calling Kendrick a wife beater as well.
Well, he's been calling him on the tracks, right?
So I'm saying maybe that's it, right?
Maybe we should find a new name for these kind of garments. Let's call it that way. People still call them wife beaters. Why do they call them like that? I have to do a research.
They're called white. I don't know. My philosophy was always, my thought was always that it's called wife beater because you don't have the sleeve standing in the way. but but I but I agree with you that It shouldn't be called that. It's just like a undershirt or something. It's I don't.
Great.
I think it's a terrible name, and to still use it, it shouldn't.
Like it's like calling a shirt PDF file.
Yeah, I don't think it's the way, and I don't like it. I mean, why would you call it? It's not that. I mean, you you don't beat your wife or a wife, but then you
Is
call
this
it
the
a wife.
uniform? Is it the
What?
uniform people? I was asking, is this the uniform people wear when they are getting it in? This is
I,
crazy, yo. Hey, stop this name, man. This name
I
is
wouldn't
real.
know, and I don't condone it either. Guys, let us know if we should start a petition
Yeah,
to
the campaign.
change the
Maybe-
name.
Before
I
you
think
know
we
it,
should.
we're known as the channel who took down the white beaters. Is the TD my second part of this show? My second question is the TDE camp trying to bait? Because you asked me, that previous one was a shot, maybe an indirect shot from Drake. Maybe they're using it as marketing because there's nothing left in this beef than to market and sell some products. Because what we know is that he did take that L, even though, well, hey, Drake fans are still out there claiming that he won. Well, we showed you multiple times that it's impossible to say that he won. But anyway, is the TDE camp trying to bait Drake into restarting the beef? This is what Absol dropped last week. God, my confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war? There is an opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself when I fall short. This was not a rap battle. It was scripture. We all need to look in the mirror. Intelligent movement. Then he posts a church emoji. Continued by, if Drake is the MC I imagine he can be, redemption is not off the table. Keyword MC. But before my rant gets out of context, he could never fuck with the Gangnam on some rap shit. That was never a question. He could still potentially match artistry, removing my obvious personal educated bias. If this is taken as an antic of any sort and not ism, well, get off if you mad. Then on my deceased homies. God bless. TDE. PS. Where the true artist at? If I ain't got good picture, if it ain't a good picture you draw, don't bring it to the architect. Well, so he's also cooking as we see here. Yeah. Is this a bait? Are they trying to?
I know your image of me is what I hope to be. Black lip bastard. Absol. Let me say Absol, also of TDE. I don't know if he's. I mean, Kendrick did say, how many stock do I really have in stock?
Maybe he want to show the stocks.
Maybe, yeah, he wants more.
They're showing the hip.
Maybe, yeah. It
And-
could be.
I know
could
one
be.
thing. No one wants to. People don't want to battle Kendrick. No one wants to battle Absol.
Yeah.
Lyrically,
Is he? Yeah.
He's tough. I think if I had to rank the TDE rappers, I would say Absol has levels to his. Kendrick has levels, and he's shown now that he's definitely very good. But from back in the days, people were saying Absol was the better, and I'm not saying better artist, because in overall it seems like it's clear that Kendrick is the better well-formed artist. But when it comes to really metaphors and going deep, Absol is He's a tough one. I think
Yeah.
people wouldn't want to go one on one with him. There's a reason you gotta ask yourself this. There's a reason why there hasn't been a beef between anyone and the TDE camp when it comes to lyrical skills.
But it's like it's very, it's a very tight camp too.
Yeah.
TDE is a very tight camp, and that matters, because if you look at other groups, labels, sometimes you assemble a team, but they don't always click.
Yeah.
But with the TDE, it seems like they are very tight. I always had that impression that it's not just like a couple of great people who you put together and you just have like strong names. They came up, they did a lot of projects together, and it's just tight. It's just tight. So
Even with Kendrick now leaving because he's not part of it, people still consider him as part of TDE. It's yeah.
but it's
Tells
not
you a lot.
like Slaughterhouse, right? So Slaughterhouse doesn't exist anymore, I think, or
No,
it's
they
changed. But you all have like 4 people. Then those are the Slaughterhouse, and yeah, that's Slaughterhouse. You can leave, but at the end of the day, that's Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.